Index and match are two very popular functions. They are two different functions, however, are often used together. The most popular use of them is to do a multi-dimensional lookup. What does that mean? In simple words, it means you can find values based on row and column intersection. Let's take an example that will make all this very simple. The data that we have here is annual revenue in millions for three companies, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. The revenue is available for the years 2019 to 2023. Based on the values that I select in the drop-downs, I want the revenue value to be displayed in cell G5 like it's displaying right now. To understand these two functions, we will first understand them separately and then we will use them together. Let's start with the index function. As I write the index function, there are two descriptions that are displayed. For the purpose of this video, we will stick with the first description. There are three parameters: array, row number, and the column number. The array we will select is the revenue figures B4 to D8. As you can see, this data spans across 5 rows and 3 columns. So let me just write 3 in place of row number and 2 in place of column number. And I get the value as 89. If I go to the third row and the second column of the data we had selected, I get the value as 89, which is what the index function returns. If I change the values of rows and columns to 5 and 3, then I get 118, which is the value in the fifth row and the third column. The index function seems very easy. However, right now we've put these numbers for indicating the row and column. This is not going to be very helpful while writing complex formulas. We would need something more dynamic. This is where we will use the match function. Let's first understand what does match do. Match tells us the position for the index of a value from an array. So if I write the match function for 2021, lookup value will be G3, as we want to see at what position does 2021 appear amongst all the years. Lookup array will be A4 to A8, as that is where we have all the years. Type of match is exact match. Therefore, we write a 0 as indicated by Excel. And the match function tells us that it is on the third position. 2019 is first, 2020 is second, and rightly so, 2021 is third. Now let's write match function again, this time for the company name. Match G4. Lookup array is B3 to D3 and exact match. We get the value as 2, as Beta is the second company listed in the list of companies. Index function needs the row numbers and column numbers. Match function returns the row numbers and column numbers. It seems index has found its match. Let's now write it together. I'll clear the existing formula. Index, the array is B4 to D8. For row number, we will write the match formula using the year, as the position of the year will be the row number we need to look for. G3 for lookup value, list of years A4 to A8 for lookup array, 0 for exact match. Let's close the bracket for match. We get back to the index formula, and now it's turn to provide the column number. We will write another match, G4 for selecting the lookup value. The company name will tell us the column we need to look for. Lookup array will be the names of all the companies, B3 to D3. 0 for exact match, close the bracket for match, close the bracket for index. And we get our answer. Now let's test the formula a bit more. If I change the year to 2023, we get the revenue as 94. And now if I change the company to Alpha, we get the revenue as 43. So that's how you can use index and match. As you can see, they're a very powerful set of functions. Now, as you start using these two functions, remember there is a bit of learning curve which comes with these functions for some of us. It took me a little while to be comfortable with it, but now that I understand them well, I use them often and for some more complex functions too. If you take a while to get a hang of it, then don't worry and keep trying. You'll master it soon enough. And as always, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will respond to them. Thanks for watching. Until next time.